What can a social media virtual assistant do for you and your business? In today's video, I'm going to talk about the difference of what a social media virtual assistant can do versus a social media manager. A social media manager is more of an expertise in your field that comes up with the actual strategic plan with the client of exactly what they're going to do within their business. They come up with the scripts, they come up with the postings, they know the different algorithms such as Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. They collaborate with their clients every single month to execute a plan, where a social media virtual assistant is more of an implementer. So they're not coming up with a strategic plan on executing on all the social media sites. They can actually do a whole lot of different things, but creating the actual plan is not usually what they'll do. So they can do research with the direction of the client. So they can do research on what sites are best to post on and what different content is best to post on. They can bring that information back to the client, where the client can then make a strategy plan. They can actually assist a social media manager. A social media manager can come up with a strategic plan where the virtual assistant can actually help execute that plan. The virtual assistant can track all the analytics on all the different sites and bring that information back to the client so the client can make the decisions on how they want to execute everything. The social media virtual assistant can actually do all the postings. They can actually edit the video. They can create templates that the client has asked them to do. So every single week, they can create something new from a template, again, with the direction of the client. So the social media virtual assistant can execute all different types of tasks that a client assigns to them. Also, they can delete posts. They can respond to different posts and comments with the help of the client, letting them know how they want them to respond. So a social media virtual assistant can enhance social media engagement. The virtual assistant, like I was saying earlier, they can track all the analytics. They can monitor everything on the social media sites and bring all that information back to the client so the client can adjust their strategy upon the results of the analytics. The social media virtual assistant can improve a brand's visibility for what they're doing from day to day. So really, the difference between a social media virtual assistant and a social media manager is the expertise. And the social media manager is the one that really has the expertise in being able to put together a strategic plan, where the virtual assistant, social media assistant, is the one who's actually implementing that plan. The social media virtual assistant actually does the execution of the plan that's made up by the social media manager or by the business owner. The VA social media assistant monitors the different reviews. They can respond to reviews by the help of the social media manager or the client. They are also able to offer different recommendations that they see and research that they do. Again, with the analytics and the tracking of all the social media sites, they can get on their Google Business profile and do postings and videos every single day. Furthermore, the VA can stay updated on the social media trends by monitoring different things that are happening on different sites. They can help with looking at different topics that are working well for other similar businesses, just like the one that the client is in, and evaluating and engaging different social media sites. So for example, our social media assistant, we literally create all the videos and create the marketing plan for our social media. So on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, and every single other site, our social media virtual assistant will post on 27 different sites per day across the board. For example, we have a real estate business, we have a virtual assistant business, we do investments, and we have all sorts of different things we do. We do travel. So on every single different site, we give them the guidelines of what we want them to post and what we want them to do. So for example, we want them on our virtual assistant site. So when I'm talking about virtual assistants and how virtual assistants can help clients, for example, on Instagram, I want them to tag our social media site for virtual assistants. Same with real estate, same with travel. And I give them that feedback on what I want them to do. I ask them to go and find the updated trends and what's working best, for example, on Google Business Profile. I'll have them track every single week on every single social media site how many views we're getting, how many comments we're getting, what videos are performing the best. And then I'll make a strategic plan on what I want them to do next. So that's pretty much the difference between a social media manager, somebody who has a lot more expertise space and comes up with the strategic plan of the client, depending on what the client's business is, and they make a lot more money. A virtual assistant social media manager is somebody who's not as skilled and really takes the direction and strategic plan of the social media manager or the client, and they implement it. But they're making about 15 to 20% of what a social media manager makes. The one thing you should do with your social media virtual assistant is have them stay up on the different trends. Have them make sure that they are researching and following different social media sites such as Social Media Today and the Later Media blog, which gives a bunch of tips and tricks and all sorts of great information to stay up on the different trends. If you found this helpful today, I provide so many different tools for virtual assistants and how to hire virtual assistants and train them, how to manage them, how to communicate with them, and so many other things. Just follow my YouTube channel, and every single month I will be providing so many tools for you and your virtual assistant. Until next time.